When selecting the front view of an object, you want to base that selection on the view of the part that shows the most information about the part, has the fewest hidden lines, shows the longest dimensions of the part, shows the most natural or stable position of the part, and shows the best shape, profile, or characteristic contour of the part. You can make individual parts from any orientation that is easiest for you to do. Here I have my green puzzle piece from my puzzle cube project. Here I'm showing how I brought the puzzle piece and placed it into my title block. Notice the view orientation is meeting the guidelines that we talked about earlier, and that the orientation of the view is different than the way that I made the puzzle piece, the IPT. That can be accomplished in two different ways, and I will show you here how to do that. You bring in a base view into a title block, and you may need to navigate and bring that piece in. Here I'm showing what is the current front view of the part. The first way I can turn that part around is by making a selection in my view orientation list here. If I click on the back, then it flips that part around, and I can select my front view in that orientation, and then the top, and then the right side, and then the isometric. And so there I get my three standard views, and remember to shade your isometric. And so that gives me the proper front view orientation, and then the other views needed in an IDW. Here I'm going to show you a second way to do the same thing. Now, depending on the part, the first way usually can work, but the second way is an alternate way. Instead of clicking on the list of options here in the drawing view window, you're going to click on this change view orientation icon below the list. When you click on that icon, it takes you to a custom view window that looks like your IPT. All you have to do in this window is rotate the part around and line up the view that you want. In this particular case, I am looking at the back of the part. You can use your view cube and the rotation arrows in any manner to rotate the individual part around to the desired front view. Once you have that front view, you are simply clicking on Finish Custom View, and it brings you back to the title block. You always position your front view first, clicking it in place, and then in whatever direction you want to go from there to get the other views. And again, remember, you need a shaded ISO, and it's also helpful to take a quick look and look at your scale, because you need to place that into your title block.